power had been turned off the night. For the first time, one. Sick of eating salmon, except our cat, Molly. Or how only one restaurant would deliver. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night. And drilled peepholes. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of. The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone. I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back. I kept eating. I ate a lot of things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits. I woken up and seen mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh my god, no! I've had my mic on! I'm sorry, guys. I feel bad. I can't restart it now.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Dang it, bro. I'm actually so sad.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Nothing.
Should go get that clip.
Sorry, people. My mom. Alright.
After the last passenger, I was something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Whoa! No, I'm so depressed, bro. This game is lit, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry again for me. It's
I
coughing.
slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm sorry that I've been stopping. Is this my
I got
room?
closer and closer.
Oh. Thanks.
All of my stomach started growling. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
No!
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Oh! Oh! Yo, this is about to be lit. Dang, bro. Whoa.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Hold on. I said hold on. Alright. Hold on. No, I was doing that.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Oh, but
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
bad, bro.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
A long sleeve undershirt or not, because like it's like pretty warm outside.
Huh. Oh, mole man. Yo, this game is
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
It's really annoying.
Oh no.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
What it?
It was a pretty big trace.
Bad. Oh, I was doing that first.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Yo, this is actually insane.
Ben gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Hold on. Delete. Oh. Oh. What does it want me to look at?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh no! No! Wait, am I killing him? No!
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Whoa! Oh!
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh, but you didn't die. I don't mean to be that in like a mean way or rude way, but like...
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again. The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Wait, she's pregnant.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Alright. I just feel like I'm missing stuff.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left. Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
First, this is Molly's room. Haven't been in that room yet. No, I was in Gregory. Alright, I kind of want to leave the stream here, but I won't.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. I still have 9 more to go. Alright, well, that's... Alright, yeah, I'm ending the stream right here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next